You are now listening to a Dose of Three podcast.
Welcome to a Dose of Three podcast, hosted by
Andrea,
Tia,
and myself, Kiana. So before we jump into the topic, I want to know how you all are doing. We haven't met in a while, and I want to catch up.
Girl, you might as well skip past me.
Oh,
so much going on. It's just so much going on. All I can say, God is good, right?
Praise God.
God is good.
Praise the Lord. No, Tia, what about you?
God is good. Absolutely. For sure. Indeed. I've been fine. Just what I always do, just working like crazy. My work screen is currently up right now because I have tons of work to do, but I'm good. Besides that, I'm good. I think I'm going to get vaccinated. I think that's controversial amongst the Black folk. So I don't know if I really want to say that on the podcast. It might set people off. That's a big deal because at first I was side-eyeing it. I'm still side-eyeing, but I figured I might as well get it because I feel like eventually Hogan is going to make us go back to the office. So it's better to have something than nothing, you know? So that's me. How about you, Key?
Well, I have been, before I say how I'm doing, I want to talk about this, you being vaccinated. So you're still trying to decide?
No, Andrea, apparently her church is their site to provide or give out whatever the appropriate word is. So she signed me up because Andrea is Andrea and she treats everyone as if she birthed them. It started off like, hey, Tia, my church is doing this. Would you be interested in the information? Sure. Call. So I'm signing up my family members. I just started putting it. What's your address? Wait a minute, Andrea. Anyway, but yeah, so she signed me up today.
Andrea,
so I'm going Saturday.
Are you getting it?
I already got vaccinated. I've already gotten vaccinated. I got my first dose. What is it, a week ago? So yeah, I got mine. I wasn't. COVID is real. Yes, I believe so. I was not, I guess, anxious or pressed to get vaccinated at first. Like it was like, maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. But when I mentioned it to my friends that maybe I will, maybe I won't, I feel like they was yelling at me down my throat, girl, you better, because you helping with your grandmother, you better, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So,
they were judgy wudgies. Like.
So I'm like, okay, all right, well, let me hurry up. Let me go, So I got vaccinated. Yeah, I did.
Well,
I'm skeptical about. I don't even know if this is appropriate, but I'm gonna say what I want to say. Okay, I'm skeptical about the Johnson & Johnson one, even though I'm not pressed to get it. Even though I was still like, what? I figured eventually they're gonna try to phase Moderna and Pfizer out because it's just more complicated. It's two shots.
Two shots.
It has to be colder. Yeah, so I feel like they're eventually kind of going to shift to everybody just has Johnson & Johnson, and the young people, the youngish people that I know who've gotten Johnson & Johnson, they've all had like negative effects where I haven't heard that much about with Moderna and Pfizer. So I'm like, I'm trying to get on the first batch. You know what I'm saying? I don't want y'all to force me to take Johnson & Johnson. It seems sketchy. Maybe it's because it's only one vaccine. One shot, and it's just it's too much, and I don't want to be in a number. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but go ahead, Key.
Well, it's a no for
your
me.
Thoughts.
I will not be getting the vaccine. It's too early in the game for me. I need it to be at least a good 5 years old before I inject it into my body, and even then, I probably won't get it. So it's still no. But other than that, I am. I'm pretty good. I can't complain. My household, we're healthy. And so for me, that's a blessing.
Yeah.
So the topic for today is what do you want to bring back from your childhood? But before we get into that topic, I have a question for you all. It relates as far as childhood, but nothing else. The question is, knowing what you know about your life, if you could go back in time, not to relive your life, but to communicate with your younger self, would you one, this is the first part of the question, would you go back and give your younger self advice, understanding that it would change how your life is now? And then 2, what advice would you give your younger self? So the first question is, would you go back in time to give your younger self advice?
I would say yes.
I would go back in time to give my younger self advice. Go ahead, Andrea.
I said definitely I would.
And what would you tell your younger self?
Okay.
That's the second question.
There's a number of things I would tell myself. The first would be just bite the bullet and either do one of the two. Either don't go to college and just go to trade school for computer aided drafting and design, or just go to an in-state university, girl, and get over it.
Thank you.
Because the money, it ain't worth it. So I would have told myself that. I don't know. Like, one side of me wishes I was a little more reckless in my younger years, like in my graduating from college, giving myself totally over to Jesus days.
Wow.
Just because, like, literally, like, there are things that I will never, ever do.
Yeah.
Now. Like, there will never be a situation where I'm out in the streets with my body out. You know what I'm saying? But if
so
I
you
was
think you should have done it when you were younger?
Yeah, like if I was focused on that in college, I could have did some crunches, okay, and been a hot girl in the streets heavy. Because at this point, even when I get married, I still can't be like a hot girl. So
around the house, you could be a hot girl,
right? Exactly.
Yeah, but I ain't outside. You know what I'm saying?
You could put on your Daisy Dukes.
It's the hot girl summer. You know what I'm saying? The fullness.
I feel like you can do that. I feel like you can do that if you on a vacation.
That's true, but it's still not like just standing on a bus stop sucking on a lollipop kind of ratchet. You know what I'm saying? So that's like a very like no ma'am, because God saved you when He did, because He probably knew if you did one ratchet summer could have ruined my whole life. So it could be a reason why it has not occurred. But but the main thing would be either don't go to a 4-year university, and if you are, definitely stay in state, go straight through. Like if I went to a 4-year, go for social work and go straight through and get my master's in social work and start practicing immediately. Yeah, those are the invest early. Don't get that credit card that they're advertising on campus. The t-shirt ain't worth it, girl. Don't you get that credit card.
The credit card helped me, Tia. You was just reckless.
Yeah. It helped too.
Look,
I got a Discover card.
My Capital One was at 16. My Discover was at 18 in my first year of college. They helped me out with my credit.
Yeah.
My Discover, the credit card that was on campus at Temple was an associate's visa, and they was walking around just signing you up, and you got this t-shirt with Curious George dead next to a container of ether. Like, why is this?
That's why you got it, because you wanted this t-shirt?
Because they just had free shirts, like you wanted the shirt. I got it, and it turned into, because I lived a struggly college life, and it turned into, y'all hungry? Let's get on the bus, go to go to Fridays, I'm treating, or, you know what I'm saying? Just ratchet decisions that tore my credit up early.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, those are, I have a number of other things, but that's it for now. Go ahead, Annie.
All right. Yeah, I got a couple. I'm just going to piggyback on Tia. Definitely go to college in state. I was trying to be all bougie, and I didn't even go to a bougie college, but Andrew was trying to be all fancy, and I'm going away. And no, you should have kept your little black tail right up in Maryland and went somewhere in state, so you ain't paying almost $1,000 a month in student loans. So that's one thing. But not even that. Andrea should have went to a 2-year university.
Yeah,
would have been smart. Go to CCBC and get them core credits, them, the English, math, whatever you need to get them out the way first, and then go to a 4-year, transfer to a 4-year. So yes, that's definitely one. What was the other one you said, T? I feel like, that would be one. No.
Did you also want to be a hot girl in the streets?
No.
I kind of feel like I was a little, but nonetheless. But yeah, I think that is the main thing. Going to a school in state, and also going to, a community college first. The other thing I would say would be not to get married so early. Like, I feel as though I was ready, and I don't think it was too early for me. But just considering, your early 20s, everybody is still learning themselves. Like I was still learning myself and still growing even into my 30s. So I would definitely say try to wait to your late 20s, early 30s for real, to get married, or even to, even think about courting at that time. The other thing, whenever I got married, to not have children right away. And maybe, Kiana, you can attest to that, because you all didn't have children until after. You didn't have Justin until maybe after like 3 years or so, right?
5 years. 5 years.
5? Oh, okay. Yeah. But that's definitely one thing, not to have children right away, because I just feel like, one, when I got married, I was still in school. So it was work full time, get off work, then go to school. And then you got, once the baby came in the picture, work full time, get off work, get baby, take baby off to moms, to grandmas, go to school, get back. I think I picked up Sean like 10:30 at night, got back. It was just so much. And I feel like that takes away from, you growing in your marriage, and just spending that time with just you and your husband. So that's definitely that. I wouldn't have had children right away. And then the other one is, girl, he is not worth it. None of them. And and I heard so much of this even still when I was younger, but being young, you don't care what people be giving you the wisdom. Not that you don't care. Not that you don't care, because I did, but it's just like, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I said, in some ways you don't believe it, because you think, like you say, I know what I'm doing. I got it.
Yeah, I know. I'm smart. I ain't stupid, but girl, you not. Look. So yeah, they not worth it. Like, take time to know you, to develop you, to do you. You know what I'm saying? And that's tomorrow. Let's worry about you today. Yeah. So I think that would be pretty much the advice I would give myself.
Well, it was my question, so of course I'm going to talk to my younger self. I would tell my younger self, the first thing I would say, you have an ex-boyfriend, last name Williams. Don't make him a boyfriend. Run the other way, because if you deal with him, it's going to change your life for the worse. So don't do it. He's going to come into your life when you're 13 and 14, and then he's going to come back when you're 19. When you're 19, tell him, get out my face, lose my number, and forget my name.
Wait a minute, you putting last names out there. Now, look, let me call out some names.
He was the only guy that you're going to deal with last name Williams. Don't do it. When he came into your life, you weren't interested. The second time when he came, when you were 19, you were not interested, but he stuck around until you became interested. Girl, don't let him stick around. Tell him no, he got to go. Another thing I would tell myself is you do not know everything. You feel like you know everything. You think you know everything, but you don't know everything. So take the advice of your mom and some of the older people in your life. It seemed like they were old. They didn't know what they were talking about. When they were younger, it was different. But trust me, it's nothing new under the sun. Take the advice. But more specifically, your mother's going to give you advice when you're 18. You're going to be in her bedroom, in your parents' bedroom, sitting at the end of their bed. Take the advice that she gave you. She was absolutely 100% correct with what she said to you. And then the last thing, there's several things, but the last thing I feel like, two more things. One thing is pursue Jesus early. You started at 20, but you really didn't pursue him in a deep way. It's going to change your life for the better if you start young. And lastly, do not change your major from telecommunication to health administration. You're not going to do anything in the health field, but you're going to need telecommunications because God is calling you to preach. Okay? And that is it. See you in the future. Peace.
Can I say something to my current self?
Sure.
What's that saying when people show you who they are? It's believe it. Like believe it. What you first see is what it is. Believe it. Mm-hmm. That's what I need to keep telling myself because I'm so bad at it. I be giving people chances. It's something. It was a quote, something like, I'm gonna mess this up, but something like someone you may see the potential in who someone is or who they can be, the potential who they can be, and kind of overlook who they really are. And I'd be so bad at doing that. Like, girl, Andrea, that's who they are. So, that's it. Don't deal with it.
Run the other way.
Yeah, but that's it.
If you're enjoying the episode thus far, please don't forget to find and follow all our social medias at A Dose of 3. Head over there and share your opinions with us on this week's topics. Let us know what other things you think we should discuss. We'd like to answer some of your questions, so ask away. And we want to keep you posted on any new activities we may have coming up, so don't miss out. You can also send any additional inquiries to us via email at adoseof3@gmail.com. Now let's get back into our show.
So let's jump into our topic. I'm going to say it again. What do you want to bring back from your childhood?
I got a few things.
Well, go ahead. Start.
Oh, Annie.
All right, y'all. So Tia can attest to this. I want to bring back Longwood Circle, our bike rides down Longwood Circle, our gathering on my step 20 deep on Longwood Circle. It was so much fun growing up in the neighborhood. Like, it was so much fun. And you just don't see that these days, where we were all relatively good kids. Like, we were relatively all good kids, just out, okay, to your side. I mean, while I was a good kid, I mean, Tia, but no, Tia.
I was the responsible one.
No, but I'm saying all of us relatively, everybody was pretty good. Like, for the most part, we all got along for the most part. And we just had good fun along with Circle. And I just miss that. Wow. I mean, clearly we grown now, but it was good times. Like, literally every single day. after you did your homework, if you did your homework, you outside and we out until the lights come on and even sometimes pass. Like, and it would just be real good times. So that's one of the things. Who knows?
Go ahead, Kiana.
I would say one of the things I want to bring back is good music. I feel like the music today is horrible, mainly because I have no idea what the heck they're talking about. Most of the music, trap music, or the rapper is going too fast. I don't know, but I don't really care for it. And I just feel like it's just too... Do I sound old?
No.
Okay,
girl.
good.
You do. That's why
I forget you. I knew Tia was going to say... I knew Tia was going to say that, but I don't care. I don't like music. I don't particularly care for the music. I think it's too raunchy. Now, back in the day, I feel like, yes, it was some raunch in it, but I feel like at least the guys was trying to romance you out your drawers. Like, these guys not even trying to romance you out your drawers. It's just like, just give it to me. Just bend over. Just suck it off.
I don't think they like women.
Like,
I don't think you guys like women.
So for me, it's good music. I want some good music again. So that's my one thing. So go ahead.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, to your point, I'm sorry for talking over you, but I just feel like these new rappers, like, I don't think that y'all like women, because I feel like even their songs about sexual exploits with women, I don't hear the sound of a man who likes women. Like, I feel like y'all don't make music as men who like women. You like to put... Yeah, I was about to be real vulgar. Yeah. You like to have sex. You know what I'm saying? But
I think they don't value women. I wouldn't say that they don't like it, but I just feel like it's almost like for them, a woman is like a property. It's a thing. You know, it's something that I could put up on a shelf, take out when I feel like it, or when I want, you know, to ejaculate or orgasm or something like that. I'm just going to pull this girl off the shelf. So, yeah.
Yeah. Mine is three things, but they all are like the same thing. I miss the AFRAM before Mayor Pugh destroyed it and had it at Drew Hill. AFRAM was that whole weekend, and they were like big artists, free concerts.
Yes.
I miss AFRAM. I miss For Sisters Only. I think they still have it in like DC, but I miss it being in Baltimore, and I miss People's Expo. I went to all of them. My mother was, she probably is still a travel agent, but her travel agency will always have a booth at People's Expo and For Sisters Only, especially For Sisters Only. So I will always get to go free. But I miss that stuff. Like, Baltimore used to have all the concerts. It used to be fun. I had a ball. Like, yeah, I probably would not go see Erykah Badu perform now, but her performance at the AFRAM at Camden Yards was so daggone good. Like, I feel like we are at the Merriweather Post Pavilion, and this is like a for real concert. It was so good. I had a ball.
It used to be good.
Yeah, I missed that. And what? I never went to the Stone Soul Picnic. Do they still have that? But I just miss when Baltimore just was full of that stuff in the summer.
Yeah, I went once. I went to the it was ghetto and hood. I didn't like it, and someone kept on calling me Fantasia, like that was my real name. So yes, he was like Fantasia. Oh, you gonna ignore me, Fantasia? And I'm like, my name is not Fantasia. It's like, stop calling me that. Yeah, and I went once. That's and hilarious. Went back. So that's a no for me. But that was Stone Soul. Yeah.
Yeah. Stone Soul, yeah.
But I did. But the AFRAM was bomb. It used to be bomb.
Yeah, I like the AFRAM.
Come on, Andrea, what's some more?
Yeah. All right, y'all gonna think this is whack, but this is a dance. Which dance? No, I really like the butterfly and Tootsie Roll. Like, I would
still do it.
That dance to just stay in. Like, that was my little thing. You either take it out, you do the one leg. Yes, I love the butterfly and the Tootsie Roll. That's all. Yeah.
But here's the thing, Andrea. Once you pass like 30 or 35, now you can do whatever the heck you want to do. People gonna think you know anything. Pass it out, like, because all these little random little kids doing now is taking the stuff we did and making it like they created it. So they be doing the Tootsie Roll. Yeah, so do it. I still do it. In my house, I still do the chicken head. Don't play with me. Really? Put on some chingy old Nelly. It just come out naturally. It just come out. I'm with it.
Is that all, Andrew?
Yeah, that's all I got.
So I'm gonna do the rest of my list. Besides good music, I want to bring back the holidays like it used to be. For me, I would go to New York for the holidays, and my family, we would sit around and besides eat, we would play games. And it was really fun. And I felt like once we got older, people were, doing their own thing, participating in extracurricular activities that I, couldn't get down with. So it kind of like separated us. And I feel like I want to go back to the moment where, we were kids and we would come together and just play and just bond and just spend time together and just enjoy that time. Another thing, the ice cream truck. Okay.
Oh, I was going to say that too.
I would bring back the ice cream truck.
It's still one around here. I tell you, it come every day and it stay for like an hour. Next time I'm gonna call.
Really? Do they sell soft serve ice cream?
Yes.
Oh, well, call me and I'm gonna be there. I promise you. It's something about So when I spent most of my summers in New York, so I don't ever recall the ice cream trucks here having soft serve ice cream. I just remember them selling like the ice cream on a stick. But I remember in New York, it would be like this soft serve ice cream, and it would be so bomb. And I remember how happy I used to be when I would get this ice cream, and I just want to go back to that time. Another thing I would bring back is Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's when it was good. When it first came out when I was younger, I was probably, I don't know, about like 8 or something like that. But the food used to be good before it became sloppy and nasty and nobody really caring. Well, I'm not going to say that, but it seemed like they don't care about what they're serving you or customer service. But another thing I would bring back is White Castles. So I don't know if they have White Castles in Maryland. White Castles.
No,
So New York, I would go and get White Castles, and it was really good. Back when Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's was good. Now it sucks like the rest of most of these fast food places, but the food was really, really good. What else would I bring back? Being able to go to the corner store and get like penny candy, the bazookas and the super bubbles and the Chico stick before they changed the formula on us. What else? Like pickles in the bag, like what else? Just whatever you got from the corner store.
Poppers and crybabies.
All that stuff. I really like food, but I would bring all that stuff back from my childhood. 2 more things, I think. People having real conversations. I feel like people are so addicted to their devices that you could literally be talking to someone and then all of a sudden they forget that they're in the middle of a conversation and start scrolling on Facebook or like Instagram.
Tia do that. It's over.
That's not true.
It's very true.
That's not true.
I think Tia will
it's very
forget
true,
she's
Tia.
having a conversation and start paying attention to something else. But I don't know if it's just dedicated to her device though.
No,
it's not.
Yeah,
like,
I would say
I'll walk away while you're talking.
Yeah.
I was like, while you're talking to me, Kiana witnessed it every Sunday when we still had church in the building. And people would be like, yeah, and some. And I would just walk away, but it would be on purpose. Like my mind would be focused on, I have to clean up. I have to wash the communion stuff. I have to sweep. I have to do stuff. Yeah, and I would just walk away. Kiana would just roll laughing.
So to my point,
I'll be on my phone.
Having real conversations and just living in the moment. I feel like because of social media, everyone wants to take pictures instead of living in the moment. And I feel like, capture that moment, but don't let that be the whole night. Like, you can literally be out with people and the whole night they're just capturing pictures for their Instagram instead of just enjoying the moment. Yeah. So I would, and just going outside playing. I remember going outside and just playing and just having a good time. And I would bring all that stuff back.
Yeah.
Anything
for me, I miss water gun fights.
Yes.
I just miss water gun fights. I miss kickball. Andrew, do you remember playing kickball? And I would never have the correct footwear. So my poor little cheap sandals that my mother bought me would break, and the skin on my foot would be scraped because we were playing not in the grass, but in the. But I miss playing. I miss water gun fights. I miss actual CDs. Like, I've been a music fan like forever. Like, when other kids would be real pressed for toys, like my mother just would get me she bought me this a tape carrying case. For any young people out there, before there was streaming and MP3s and things like that, there were CDs. And before CDs, there were these things called tapes. And that's what. But every holiday, she would just buy me a gang of tapes. Like, every Black movie that had a soundtrack, I had that. Stayed with rappers and went to all of the concerts. But I miss CDs. I miss knowing when a CD was about to drop and being sure that right after school, I went and copped the CD. And then, because I was a diehard, hip hop fan, whenever Def Jam, like during like the late 90s, whenever Def Jam CDs would come out, if you got the first set, you got a free CD called, oh my gosh, something of the illest, Survival of the Illest, but it was a free extra CD, like the equivalent of like a mixtape. And I miss it. I miss reading the booklets, like reading the lyrics and all of that stuff. And this isn't specific to being a child, but I miss going to concerts. I feel like I already miss going to concerts, but the fact that in this pandemic, everything is virtual, I miss concerts. By 5th grade, I had went to tons of concerts. Like, I've been a concert buff. So I miss like just putting on my freshest swooshy sweatsuit in elementary school so I can pose in front of the Boyz II Men background or the MC Hammer background and be cool with my LA gears. Anyway, I just miss that.
Yes, LA gears. I had the double tongue.
Yes. And with LA gears, you had the 2 sets of shoestrings and I would tie both of them. It was a thing. It was a whole thing. I miss Reebok tennis skirts and slouch socks.
Yes, I was going to say that.
But yeah, I miss as a young woman, I miss Reebok tennis skirts, slouch socks, like the multiple pairs so they stacked, and the actual Reebok classics. Yeah, I miss that. And I miss, Andrew, this is for you. I miss Step Squad. Like,
oh yeah, I do.
On Step Squad in high school. And we were very good. Like, don't sleep. Like, we were good at what we did. And we had a ball. We were wildly inappropriate with some of our post-step routines, because in one of them, we definitely gave boys lap dances, and it was a part of the show. And we did that after we stripped out of our painter suits into form-fitting outfits. And we gave lap dances, which included us rubbing on chests and dropping it like it's hot. Either way, we were the bomb. Okay. And
what grade was this?
That show.
That would have been 11th grade.
Yeah. So I was in 12th grade for that show. Yeah, but it was everything. We had a ball. Like,
yes, we did.
All breaking the rules because we definitely were hazing. It was complete. I'm grown now. What you going to do? We didn't beat anyone, but we definitely had names. People had to call us by names. One young man, what did we make him do? Like, do the electric slide a ton of times, and he cried. Like, sir, you're not built for this. Because I feel like, why are you crying? Wasn't that what we asked him to do, Andrea?
I don't know, but I remember him crying.
So
yeah, like whatever it was, because
He didn't make it. The squad.
But of course, because we couldn't tell you couldn't make it after we giving y'all assignments, y'all got to call us. Y'all got to come to school with white shirts. So he just became the stick boy. So he would. So
yeah.
we didn't have canes, but we had sticks for a cane like routine, and he was responsible for gathering them, for giving it to. He was a helper. Shout out to you if you listen.
I was getting ready to say, where is he now?
He's living his best life. He's an actor and a bodybuilder.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's aspiring to be the next Rock. Like, because he was a sweet boy. Like, he was cool with us. So I don't know why. Like, it was just so
like
much.
You would technically. Yeah, you would remember they used to have them shows on like Ricky Lake and stuff, like from Geek to Chic. Like he would be the perfect fit for a show like that.
Yeah. But I don't feel like he was a geek though. He just wasn't the Rock.
Not really. Yeah.
But either way, yes, so I missed
Total 360.
I missed Step Squad. We had so much fun. I would cut work because I had a job, and I would just call from the payphone in the school like, I ain't gonna be able to come in. I'm sick, just because I wanted to stay at step practice. So we had a ball. So I would bring those back. We already said the candies. I need to go find some eye poppers. Do y'all remember eye poppers? The sour gumbo.
I do.
Oh, but sour gumbo, yes.
Yeah.
They were my jam.
Everything.
And I do, like Andrea said, I do miss how simple life was when we lived, like just as a kid. Like come home and just walk around. Like once we got to like 11th grade, we was just walking. Like outside isn't even like, we're not riding bikes no more. We're not doing that. We just walking for hours.
We just walking. Yeah.
But it was so fun.
But that's when we had like good conversation. Like we just
yeah. And it was fun. Crop top.
Okay, crop top.
All right, so
you wouldn't catch me in one now, but yeah, I used to wear my little crop tops, my little booty shorts.
All right, y'all did the whole rundown. So I was thinking we was gonna go round table, but okay, go like you say you say and then come back to me. So then I'm going to finish mine off. So this just goes back to Longwood Circle doing the daily 7-Eleven runs. Like literally, I was telling Sean and Brian, my boys, like we would literally go to 7-Eleven every single day. And I don't know where we would get money from, but it was always something to buy at 7-Eleven every day. Whether it's the honey glazed donuts, or the hot dogs with chili and cheese, or a Slurpee. Like we found money from somewhere to go to 7-Eleven every single day, multiple times a day. Like it was everything. 7-Eleven was it.
Chocolate from 7-Eleven. I'm just saying.
What you said?
I missed hot chocolate from 7-Eleven. It was good.
Yeah. I also miss the Friday night gospel skate that my church did. Every Friday night we would go to gospel skate at Shake and Bake from 7 to 11? Yes, from 7 to 11. So I really, really love that. Enjoy doing that Friday night gospel skate at Shake and Bake. Does Def Comedy Jam been over, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought so. So Def Comedy Jam, like that was it. Bring back Def Comedy Jam. That was me and my father and brother will watch that. Def Comedy Jam to see. Yeah, so I really like Def Comedy Jam, seeing all the comments. I enjoy leaving school at lunchtime and just be popping at my mother's job like, hey mom. Like she'd be like, what are you doing, Hippie B and Brandon? I'm calling y'all out, and Corinne and Nisha and Michelle. I'm calling y'all all out. We would go to Checkers. We would go to Burger King, go get our lunch. Sometimes we see the teacher and they be like, go back or we ain't see y'all.
Oh no.
And I pull up and mom is like, yeah, mom, like you want something from Burger King? And she be like, Andrew, I'm like, oh no, the teachers know. We good. So that was fun. Tia said the water guns, but the sprinkler, like just having the sprinklers out in the summertime and just running through the sprinkler, like that was everything. Running through the
fire
sprinkler.
hydrant. Did y'all do that?
Yes.
I never did that. We had no fire. Did we have fire hydrant on it?
We didn't do the fire hydrant. Girl, we lived in the county. But when I would go to my Uncle Dutch house for summer camp, we actually had to pack our bathing suits for camp. For what? To stand in the fire hydrant. But it was the bomb.
I was about to say, you packed your bathing suit to go stand in the fire hydrant here.
It was literally on like the camp calendar, like on this day.
Oh my goodness. Goodness. And then I missed every Saturday faithfully. We went to my grandmother's house on Garrison Boulevard, and my cousin and I would go to, we just call it the Chinese store to get some rice pudding. Their rice pudding was off the hook. Like, yeah, though the rice pudding was good.
If you can only see our faces, right?
No,
from an Asian shop.
I promise you, these people, they knew how to make some rice pudding. I promise you, they did. Like, that was my mother's. Like, that was the known thing. Like, every Saturday, you have to go there and get the rice pudding. Now, my mom goes somewhere here. I'm not gonna call it out, and they're run by Asians as well. And it's. I'm like, Ma, why you get this? Yeah, she was, and I feel as though because that other place closed down, she just settled for what's out there. But I'm like, Ma, for all this, you can make your own. Like, come on now. But on Garrison and Liberty, I forgot the name of the shop. Garrison and Liberty Heights. The shop had the rice pudding, and they also had bomb chicken boxes too. But the rice pudding was good. Yeah, the rice pudding was good. And then I miss going to the basketball court with my dad. Like my sister didn't really go. She was a little bit too young, but my brother, dad, and I would go to a park or to a school to the basketball court, like literally every weekend, and play basketball. And that's when he taught me how to play basketball, taught us how to play basketball. We would run games and stuff. So I really miss doing that. And that's it.
I would bring back good chicken boxes too. And if to our listeners, if you know of a place where
you don't like Royal Farms chicken,
that ain't a real chicken box though.
Okay, you could.
What about America's Best Wings?
Excuse me,
it's not a real chicken box. It don't eat chicken box.
Those who are listening, if you know of a good chicken box place, please put it in our comments, please. And don't say Royal Farms, okay?
I'm sorry. I feel like, but you know what? I feel like really, for real, they don't make the chicken like back in the day. So you just gotta go with what you gotta go. And Royal Farm, the next best to me.
I think there's still good chicken boxes. We just they not where we live. Like when I was younger, JC's on Dogwood used to be good, but I was real pumped the first warmish day, like last month. I made a point. And it wasn't great. Shout out to JC's. I made a point to JC's. My first snowball of the season, and that chicken box, like it was cool when you first ate it, but it left a real nasty taste because the grease. But you know, whatever.
Their fish sandwiches used to be the bomb. I loved their fish sandwiches back in the day at JC's. They used to be good. I mean, I haven't had it in a good minute, but. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. Take that out, Royal Farm and America's Best Wings. Because I just feel like I haven't had a chicken box from like I did growing up for so long. So you just take the next best thing that's out here. And it's Royal Farm and America's Best Wings to me. Yeah, so.
At least
I'm a fan of Royal Farm's chicken.
I like their Western fries. Royal Farm.
I'm a fan, but it's Western fries. Yeah, I actually don't care for that Western fries.
Well, lately they've been tasting a little dirty, but
oh really?
Like they dropped it in some dirt and dusted off. And here you go.
I wonder if that store across the street from my mom's church on West Baltimore Street, I wonder if they're still up because they had just their fries. Forget the chicken. Just give me fries with salt, pepper, and ketchup. And it was everything. It was all the meal you needed. All the meal you needed. Yeah, on West Baltimore Street in Franklin Town. I wonder if y'all still there. But they had good fries with the chicken boxes.
I miss people having cookouts, like good cookouts.
Yes.
Like my
I've been to some cookouts. Y'all people don't be having cookouts.
Yeah,
No.
like
I mean,
you
I
probably
never.
remember my father
or the food is not good. Like I'm like, yo,
and it's not a cookout.
I'm not eating these burgers and hot dogs.
Hot dogs. And I feel like it needs to be music. It needs to be a big cooler or a big bucket full of Huggies for the kids, because that's all that the kids can get. And then a soda. And then, my dad is Jamaican, so it will also be something full of Heineken, Red Stripe, and Guinness. And that's, you know what I'm saying? And then also a bottle or two of White Zinfandel, because that's my mother's jam. Cool June was coming. It would be Crown Royal. But it was an event. I loved it. Like, I look forward to those cookouts. I miss good cookouts. I feel like people don't have cookouts. Yeah. Like, we whack now. Like, it was people live more lively lives before this. Like, I feel like we dry. Yeah.
But no to the Huggies. They used to sting my tongue.
Yeah, but it was part of the experience. Like, it's a cookout.
Yes, they used to sting. I ain't really like Huggies back when I was younger, so I'm gonna leave that in my past. Them Huggies, it tastes. I didn't like the taste of the juice. I thought the juice was nasty, and it used to sting my tongue. It was something that I probably shouldn't. Yo, the Huggies never stung your tongue.
It did sting my tongue.
Thank
and you. To cut my lip up, but I still run with it.
Yes. So my son will never get Huggies. I'm sorry. Now unless we talk about.
Too good.
I don't know. I don't like a. You know what? What's the other one that has the drink? Orange.
You
drink.
don't like Capri Suns?
No,
wait a minute. You say you don't like Capri Suns?
Capri Suns is okay. I mean, I'm not going to drink it, but it's okay. I would let my son drink Capri Suns.
What?
But what's the one that had the orange drink? Sun Kiss or something? Sunny Delight.
Mm-hmm.
Hate it.
The orange juice?
It could stay in my It was called orange drink. It was an orange drink. It's not orange juice.
Yeah, Sunny Delight is trash.
It can stay in my past. Don't ever. If you see me on the street, don't say nope.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, it reminded me of
Capri Sun.
Go to camps I didn't want to go to, and I don't even know if those camps used to give us Sunny D, because Sunny D seemed real fancy for the camp she was sending me to. I won't say the name. I don't want anybody to attack me, but so I don't know why. Maybe because I just hated going to those summer camps, and I hate Sunny D, and so I've just combined them in my mind. I don't like Sunny Delight either. It's like an orange milk. Like, it's thick like milk, but it's a juice.
I like
You like Sunny D? It tastes disgusting.
And Tampico?
Oh, and I love Tampico.
Oh, Andrea.
For real?
But I used to love High C. And look, on those camp days back in elementary school, my mother would put the box of High C in the freezer, and that would be my ice pack and my lunch. And by the time we got the lunch, my little wax sandwich was cool, and my juice was like a slushy.
Yeah, I ain't like High C either.
The fruit punch and the Ecto Cooler that had the guy from Ghostbusters on there, the slimy guy.
Yeah.
Those were the jam.
And Kool-Aid. I love Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid, strawberry, watermelon.
Oh, I never liked strawberry and watermelon like that. Cherry and orange. And black. Cherry, orange, and blackberry. Yeah.
And grape.
What's
I really like
strawberry and watermelon?
Because listen, watermelon Kool-Aid and strawberry Kool-Aid, it's just extra. It's fancy. It's bougie.
Oh, should I say red Kool-Aid, purple Kool-Aid?
Yes.
Never said red Kool-Aid. I've always said cherry. Cherry or blackberry.
Andrea's house was the Kool-Aid and beverage connect. We were I feel so bad because she would just... the whole neighborhood be outside her house with real house cups. Like, they didn't have paper cups. It was real house.
We had our little orange cups. We had them cups for years.
We just outside on her porch drinking up all a Kool-Aid. Why are we so trifling? But those were the days.
Me and Roro be in there making pictures of Kool-Aid to give to everybody.
Y'all kept the neighborhood hydrated. Yes, y'all did.
But it's so funny. As much as we drank Kool-Aid growing up, as soon as I got married, Joe stopped all that. I ain't drink Kool-Aid no more. Nope, I ain't drink.
Y'all don't like Kool-Aid?
Huh?
Y'all don't like Kool-Aid?
I don't know what it was. I don't know if he was saying too much sugar, whatever. But I stopped drinking Kool-Aid, so I have not had. I don't drink Kool-Aid. Yeah.
Me too, actually. It just seems like you a grown up. Don't buy them little packets.
But you know what? The next time I go to the supermarket, I'm going to get me some Kool-Aid.
You should.
My mother still get them Kool-Aid packets.
Yeah. We all should go buy some Kool-Aid. There's some like Southern restaurants that actually you can order Kool-Aid on the menu.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Which one?
Well, I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay. I was right there. I'm going to get the little individual packets, though, and put it in my water.
No, Keon, if you're going to do it, you got to take it to the old the packet, and then you got to get the whole thing of sugar until you feel good about it. Like, yes. My father was bougie, so he would boil the water. Like, he would have hot water so that the sugar could dissolve fast.
Yeah.
Really? And then sometimes he would cut up limes because he's Jamaican, and he would make everything fancy when I was little. Like, everything was an event. Like, even when he would make dinner and we had red beans and rice, he would use the 1 cup measuring cup and put the rice in there and pack it and then flip it so it was in that little shape on the plate and with sliced tomato and sliced lettuce like that. Thank you, Daddy.
Oh, that's nice.
Shout out to my dad. Anything else? I miss having a phone book with numbers.
Why, Tia? It's just so convenient having it in your phone.
No, I don't.
I still have my Winnie the Pooh. I just saw it the other day. My phone. There. Anybody I had from middle school all the way up until leaving to go to college. Your number in there because I think your number never changed. Michelle's number's still in there because she's had the same number since
I was just about to say, I bet everybody's number done changed except for mine.
Yours, Michelle, and my friend Jermaine. Same numbers. But yeah, I miss that. I miss like going to the library, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I miss it.
Yeah. Well, I think that is all for this episode. We want to thank you all for tuning in. And share with us what you missed from your childhood or what you would bring back. And if you want to tell us what you would tell your younger self, let us know in the comments. You can catch us on all social media platforms. And our handle is a dose of 3, the number, not the word. Until next time, peace out.
Bye.